And another sign that Utah is growing fast, the St. George Regional Airport has announced record numbers in 2024.
Yeah, more travelers than ever flew in and out of St. George. And his specialist Alex Cabrero is working on the story for us tonight. And Alex, how many are we talking about here?
Oh, quite a bit, Mike. 346,000 passengers flew in and out of the St. George Airport last year, which shattered the old record set back in 2021. And like pretty much the rest of Utah, there is no signs of that growth slowing down. In fact, just a few months ago, this past October, another record was set for the busiest month in SGU's history. 40,000 passengers came through in October. Now, because of that growth, the airport is already expanding its terminal. A lounge is now upstairs where the observation deck used to be that brings food and amenities to the airport, which it didn't really have before. There are also plans for a new air traffic control tower, which is being designed now, construction. It's scheduled to begin this coming summer. Now, the FAA says airports typically have about a 3% growth year to year, but St. George's airport manager says they're at about 18% growth. So we asked him why.
From Ironman to marathon to PGA golf now to national parks, and the growth here, and because of where we live and what we have to offer is just amazing.
Through SkyWest Airlines, which is also based in St. George and runs Delta, United, and American Airlines flights at SGU, you can go direct to Salt Lake, Los Angeles, Denver, Phoenix, and Dallas. But could more destinations be coming because of the massive growth? We will get into that part of the story coming up in our 6 o'clock newscast. For now, though, for Live at 5, I'm Alex Cabrero.
All right, Alex, we'll see you at 6 with that. Thank you. A 200
Coming law.
The numbers are in, and more people are using the St. George Airport than ever before. Coming up, we'll have those numbers and why officials down there think it's happening.
The city of North Salt Lake is asking for some help here to get quiet zones reinstated. Over the last few months here, trains going through that area have had to blare their horns each time they pass through a crossing. Quiet zones were pulled by the Federal Railroad Administration when it found issues across the state in the month of September. Several zones have since been reinstated, except for one that goes from Salt Lake City to Ogden. The public comment period for a waiver request with Salt Lake City and North Salt Lake has been extended through March 17th. A link to that can be found on KSL-TV.com.
If you've flown in or out of the St. George Regional Airport in the past year, you're certainly not alone. The numbers are in, and a record number of people flew through St. George in 2024. News specialist Alex Cabrero is working on that story tonight. Alex, it's just another sign of Utah's growth.
Well, that growth, it is all around us, Deanie. Of course, we are seeing it up here in northern Utah everywhere we look. But in southern Utah, there is a lot going on that many people find very attractive. So much that a record 350,000 people came through the St. George Airport last year.
You can't really blame people for wanting to visit the St. George area.
This community here is awesome.
And more people than ever are going through the St. George Airport to visit.
We are a destination airport.
Dustin Warren is sure proud of the growth. He's the manager of the St. George Airport, which saw 346,000 people fly in and out of SGU last year, shattering the old passenger record set in 2021.
The airport is growing leaps and bounds. We are currently have outgrown what this terminal can do, which is typical for St. George. We usually build something and then realize that they fill a place up in a hurry.
The FAA says most airports see about a 3% growth year to year, but Warren says St. George is at about 18%, with no signs of slowing down.
From Ironman to marathon to PGA golf now to national parks, and the growth here, and because of where we live and what we have to offer is just amazing.
Through SkyWest Airlines, which is also based in St. George and runs Delta, United, and American Airlines flights, you can go direct to Salt Lake, Los Angeles, Denver, Phoenix, and Dallas out of St. George. Right now, Warren says there are no plans for more destinations, but with more growth comes more demand, especially for those outside who want to visit here.
We live in a very blessed area that people want to come and take a part of.
Yeah, the terminal there at the St. George Airport is going through an expansion with more food options and such. Also this summer, construction will begin on a new air traffic control tower at the airport. Mike and Dini, that airport has certainly come a long way since the days of when it was located on the bluff there above the city.
Oh, it sure has. In fact, now that it was out by itself, but the houses have grown so fast, it's not that far out anymore.
Absolutely. The growth for housing and even businesses in that area, that's amazing as
Right.
well. You bet.
Yeah, great story, Alex. Thanks.
All right, Kevin, so I don't know what the wind is like.